Hey guys, what is up? I've got another video today. This will be another showcase of just assorted minifigures that I've made within the past month or so. So I've got four lined up for today, and we'll just get cracking. First up is Shazam. This is based off the Zachary Levi version from the movie Shazam, coming out in 2019, I think. This is based off the pictures from the movie set, and yeah, it's pretty accurate, I believe. The hair is a sanded Superman hairpiece, painted black, and the face is completely painted. And it does look kind of weird, but so does Zachary Levi, so it's kind of accurate as well. The clips on his shoulders for the cape, they're made out of flex tube, which was sliced up and put glued on and filled in with green stuff and then painted. His gauntlets, belt, they're made out of electrical tape, and that was just stuck on and painted gold, and all the details on there. There's a lightning bolt on his belt as well, and the detail on the gauntlets is really intricate. But so he's got the lightning symbol on his chest, and there's some red line detailing throughout the costume as well. His boots are also painted on and lined, and there's another lightning bolt down there. The cape is made out of electrical tape, and there's two capes on there merged into one, and that's just outlined in gold, and the hood is sculpted with green stuff, and that was just lined with gold and painted white. And so I'm really happy with this minifigure overall. I think it turned out pretty cool. Even though a few people weren't very happy with the face, I think it's fine. And so happy to have a Shazam minifigure finally. Next up is Ulysses Klaue. He's the oldest minifigure out of the four I'm showing today. I made him directly after seeing Black Panther because I really liked his character. And it was a shame how they ultimately decided to go with him, but it was good to see him again after Age of Ultron. The head is from a Lone Ranger minifigure, from one of the Lone Ranger sets, and I just painted the beard and some wrinkles and bags under the eyes and lots of detail, and then there's a bit of a dirt effect on his face as well, which is just a black wash in certain areas. The hair is from Superman, from Dawn of Justice, and the sides are sanded and trimmed down, and that was washed in grey. There's tattoos all everywhere. There's a tattoo on his arm, the scorpion tattoo is painted on there. The flesh was painted onto both of his arms, and the sleeves are electrical tape, so these were white arms originally. The torso and legs are completely painted, so there's the waistcoat and the suit pants, and there's a bit of shading as well. There's a tie and necklace, and quite happy with how that turned out. And the false arm is painted slightly lighter, and I sealed it with Mod Podge so it looked kind of shiny and different to the other arm. There's just some detail on that, and the hand is split at the fingers. And this wrist cannon is just a Lego stud on the wrist and a piece kind of attached. And I made this minifigure in like a day, couple hours, so it's not extremely detailed. I didn't go all out with the arm, but I think it does the job, and I am quite happy with this minifigure. So we'll move on to the next one, which is a commission that I did for the Minifigures, and it is Hellboy. This is the David Harbour version, and it's just based off like two pictures, promotional images or whatever for the movie. So there's not a lot of reference, but I made do, and I think it turned out really cool. I'm very happy with it, and so it's kind of sad to see it go. So the head is a regular head, and I just did a crap ton of sculpting, so the hair is completely sculpted, and that goes down onto the back. It's neck length, and the sideburns are also there, so that's cool. The chin is sculpted, the goatee is sculpted, the brow is sculpted, and so are the sawed-off horns. And there's just a bit of a dry brush or whatever, so there's a wash on all the red parts. Basically, the whole figure was given a wash in brown and black to make it look kind of grimy and dirty. Because Hellboy isn't so squeaky clean. The face details painted on, so that's pretty lit. I promise I'll never say lit again. Torso sculpted, so he's got some sexy abs, some pecs, that's nice. There's shading on there too. Belt, with some pockets and a buckle sculpted, and there's an E-tape belt under there somewhere. He's slightly taller because I sculpted between the waist and the torso. The boot cuffs are made of electrical tape, and his coat is made of paper and electrical tape layered on and painted. And yeah, that's cool. So there's quite a heavy wash on that. The gauntlet is sculpted onto a hand and onto the wrist. So yeah, and that was painted red and washed very heavily. And there's I sculpted in a very weathered, chipped away look, which is accurate to the gauntlet. Focus, mate. The sleeve over here was sculpted on, and the tail, which comes out from the split in the jacket, is also sculpted, painted red. So yeah, that's basically it for him, and I love how he turned out overall, I think. Yeah, so that's it for Satan. And lastly is the Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And yeah, I made this a little while ago. So the helmet is same as the Ant-Man minifigure, so I'll just get Ant-Man to show a comparison or whatever with them both together. So yeah, that's both of them. How cute. But the helmet is made out of a racer helmet, which was sanded heaps on the sides, and I just did a shit ton of sculpting, and yeah, got the shape, and spray painted it, and added some plastic card for the earpieces, and dead. Yeah, the eyes were shaped out, and the lens is painted onto the face underneath. I used the Toriel head, because that's also Evangeline Lily, and yeah, more detail painted onto there, and I think the helmet turned out really sick, and yeah, it's just a better look at that. So I'll show the back in a minute. The torso is sculpted, so there's a breastplate and abdominal plate or whatever that's sculpted with green stuff, painted gold. The gold I mixed a bit with black, so it's slightly darker because the gold is pretty dark on her suit, and then the rest is just line detail, lots of grey and red and gold lining. And there's some detail on her legs, which is symmetrical on both sides. She has these blaster things on her wrists, and her shoulders are also padded, and both of these components are sculpted, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I like how the arms turned out. Sorry for this crap camera work. It's a phone, so it's not great picking up detail, whatever. The torso was curved with a Dremel, and these little parts which go around the side, they are made out of the electrical tape, and the hands are dark blue. The wings are made out of Parademon wings from the Justice League sets, and they were just... Hold on, I'll take it. I'll just go into blackness for a second as I take the helmet off, and shit, I just broke the earpiece off. That's lovely. Sorry for my profanity, if that rustles your jimmies. Yeah, so here are the wings, anyway. They are just attached to a neck brace, modified neck brace, and the silver piece is sculpted, so yeah, they were outlined with silver in certain areas, and that just slips over the neck of the minifigure. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. Here we go, I'm going to do it. Ready? Yes! Oh, okay. So I will just go into blackness again as I reassemble the minifigure. This is the head underneath. This is the alternate head, so yeah, and the helmet, which I just clumsily ruined. So she is now without a antenna. So yeah, that is the Wasp, and that is it for the 4 of these minifigures for this video. So now I'm gonna have to pose her like that if I'm gonna get a final lineup. So there's Wasp, there's Klaue, and Hellboy, and Billy Batson. How lovely, just one big happy family. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sorry for the informality of everything that I post. I just cannot be bothered. I'm shit at editing. Yeah, so this is a video that I made, and these are Lego minifigures. Yes, goodbye.